This was the flying boat that should have made history, but didn't. Built across the Atlantic in 1914, before anyone else dared, it got caught in a war, sold to the Navy, and quietly slipped into obscurity. But its strange story didn't end there. I'm Bill, and this is Buffalo Air Park. Let's dive in. The race to cross the Atlantic. In 1913, the London Daily Mail announced a prize for the first transatlantic flight. Glenn Curtiss, already a big name in aviation and no fan of the Wright brothers, saw an opportunity. He wasn't just going to build an airplane, he was going to build a boat that could fly. The result was the Curtiss America, a twin-engine flying boat designed specifically to take off from water, cruise over 1,100 miles of open ocean, and land near the British Isles. Legal loopholes and design ingenuity. At the time, Curtiss was still tangled in a bitter legal feud with the Wrights. Their patent covered key aspects of airplane control, so Curtiss worked around it, literally. The America had an unorthodox control system and a flying boat hull shaped like a canoe, with a forward cockpit and a pusher engine configuration. It was both a functional design and a legal dodge. The test flights and the team. Curtiss assembled a crew: pilot John C. Port, a British naval officer, and another American pilot, Curtiss mechanic George E.A. Hallett. The plan was to launch from Newfoundland and land in Ireland, with naval ships positioned across the Atlantic to guide and rescue them if needed. In July 1914, they began test flights from Lake Keuka in Hammondsport, New York. The America flew well. Everything was ready. Then, World War I happened. Just weeks before the launch window, war erupted in Europe. Port returned to England for military service, and the flight was cancelled. The Curtiss America, a machine built for glory, never got its shot. Instead, it was sold to the US Navy, which didn't really know what to do with it. Still, its design helped kickstart the Navy's first experiments with long-range patrol flying boats, a legacy that lingered. The original America was scrapped, but Curtiss kept refining the concept. His later flying boats, like the NC series, became vital in wartime. In 1919, the NC-4 finally made the Atlantic crossing. 5 years after, the America almost did. Curtiss didn't get the headline, but he helped invent a genre of flying boats that would patrol oceans for decades. The reproduction today. The Glenn H. Curtiss Museum in Hammondsport now houses a full-scale reproduction of the America, built in the early 2000s, and actually flew in 2008. But not before engine testing in 2007. This captures the spirit of Curtiss's vision, a flying machine meant to bridge continents before the world was ready for it. The Curtiss America is a perfect symbol of early aviation, ambitious, bizarre, and just a little too ahead of its time. It was grounded not by gravity, but by geopolitics. Still, it flew, it worked, and for a brief moment in 1914, It looked like history would belong to a flying boat from a small town in upstate New York. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into aviation's lost headlines, be sure to like and subscribe for more. Until next time, blue skies and tailwinds.